Aloha to all of you. It's me, the Traveling Bee. Grab your wings. We're going for a trip. Welcome to the Hawaiian Islands. Our trip today takes place on the island of Kaua'i. We'll be driving Mauka or upland to see Kōke'E State Park and Waimea Canyon. As we say here in the Hawaiian Islands, aloha kakahiaka, which means good morning. The full moon is setting in the west as we look out here at a mango tree and the valley of Laua'i. And spring is coming soon. The mango trees will be blooming. As you can see, some of the flowers on top there that are red just starting to come out. And this is the magnolia tree that will soon be blooming beautiful big white flowers. The magnolia tree, gang. It's going to be a beautiful morning driving out to the west side. It's a very early morning, and we're going to be going to the Sheraton Kaua'I Hotel for a 7 a.m. pickup from Polynesian Adventure Tours. This way, by taking the small luxury buses up to Kōke'E, we'll be able to see on the way up and on the way down with the extra big windows. We'll also get a narrated tour, and it's going to be a splendid day. I hope you've got your wings with you so that we can buzz around the beautiful canyon and the state park forest area. And we're getting picked up at the Makai lobby. We're looking over at the Mauka one, which means mountainside, but we're going to the Makai side. They have some beautiful chairs we can sit on while we wait for the Polynesian Adventure Tours to pick us up. On the first part of our journey, Kaleo, our driver, gave us a television theme song contest, and guess who nailed almost every one? We'd be the winner! We're going up the old Waimea Road to the canyon from the town of Waimea, and we're now looking out towards Ni'ihau and the ocean. And as we look back towards our right, it's the Mauka side that the canyon is on. The best thing about our trip up to Kōke'E was that the driver was one of my former star students, Sabrina. She gave me a big mahalo for supporting and encouraging her, as well as other students, to go into the Hawaiian Studies programs offered at the University of Hawaii.
Jurassic Park, Robinson.
Let's listen to our guide, Sabrina.
Yes. They're still here. Yep, their grandchildren are the owners right now. But yeah, so it's all Robinson land. So I kind of sometimes wonder if the reason Kauai and Mr. Robinson, and they're like, hey, you know that Jurassic Park waterfall, Manawai-o-Puna? Yeah, we want to build a hotel in front of it. We'll give you $80 million. And Mr. Robinson's like, nah. Like, he don't need your money. He owns 1/3 of the island. And he's obsessed with conservation. Like, they're really big on protecting like nature. In fact, the only time people see him is if it has to do with him teaching them about conserving rare endangered plants. So Kauai ends up looking like that. Like, there's absolutely nothing in there. So when you wonder why there's nobody living up the valley, no roads up there, no hotels, yeah, that. So that's the Robinsons. But the other very unique thing about the island on our left-hand side, the island of Ni'ihau, is there are people on it. There might be a glare, and it makes the island disappear. When there's a glare on the ocean, the Ni'ihauans. So they're really obsessed with protecting that culture. And when Hawaiians, as indigenous people, got introduced to the Western world, they started dying from disease. So I think Captain Cook, he said he counted 1 million people when he got here. Some other studies say that it was 340,000. That's 17% lost. Robinson, seeing that, locked down the island. They turned it into the Forbidden Island and made it so that nobody could go to that island without their permission. And it stayed that way. So today, not the military, not the government, nobody can go to the island. And so the Ni'ihauan people were kind of isolated. And because of that, they didn't lose their... Never do this. This is crazy. We're going to pause for a second for a quick stain permanently. So if you get it on top of you, you're not going to get it out. We use it as dye. But yeah, you want to watch your step around it because it's like loose gravel. So, please don't climb over the guardrail. Okay, so back to the Ni'ihawa people. So yeah, isolated from everybody, it's kind of like the turn of the century. Today, Ni'ihawa still does not have water. Once a month there's a barge that brings them fresh drinking water. So they have outhouses. I think they just started with solar. There's no school. There's no doctors. There's no transportation. There's no cell phone. It's CB radio only. They kind of are very, very religious. I don't know if it's Baptist. I think it's Christian or Baptist. And Hawaii. So we consider native anything that got here naturally. So if it came here on the wind, the waves, the wings of a bird, that's considered native. And if you think about mammals, there are not many land mammals who are capable of swimming 3,000 miles. Or flying, actually. The only two ways to get here. So our only categorized mammals are technically a bat that I've only ever seen in the museum. I've never seen in my entire life. And our monk seal, which already went extinct once in the main Hawaiian Islands, had to be reintroduced and is barely surviving existing on the planet.
Welcome to the Waimea Canyon Lookout. Wood is a forest here. That's the tree canoes were made out of. We now use it for ukulele, furniture, benches, and welcome to Waimea Canyon. Only for canoes can the koa trees be cut down, and there's a ceremony that goes with that. For all other things, you use wood that's already down. I hope you're enjoying the buzz with me, the Traveling Bee. Welcome to the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. We are up at 3,400 feet. Waimea Canyon is 3,500 feet deep and 10 miles long. Since feral animals were introduced to the Hawaiian Islands, a lot of the native birds and plants have become extinct, and it's not unusual to come up here and see wild deer and goats. There are many of the long-tailed white tropic birds. They're all over here. And a few helicopters as well, but those white long-tailed tropic birds are just soaring through the valleys and hilltops here in the canyon. We've been having some dry weather, but there are waterfalls that are in the canyon as well on rainy days and rainy season. That was so uplifting. Let's walk on back down to the bus. And as we're walking down here, I've spotted a lehua tree, and those are very sacred trees. We use the flowers and the buds and many parts in lei for hula to represent Pele and her family, and they are suffering from rapid ohia death, or rod. It's been killing all of the ohia lehua forests, and that's going to be detrimental to the culture. The coconut trees are being killed by the big rhinoceros beetle. And the coconut tree is the most resourceful tree throughout the Pacific. And you see it's also mixed over in here with the koa wood trees that are, again, another big part of the Hawaiian culture here. And what a canoe maker is looking for to see if those trees are good or not is if there's bugs eating out of them. If there's bugs, the tree's no good. The native Elapayo bird likes those trees. We be wearing Fat Jimmies of Hawaii. Don't just be fat, be comfortable. Traveling Bee trips are filmed entirely on location in Hawaii. we'd be wanting to say mahalo nui loa to all of you for joining me, the Traveling Bee, as we buzzed on up to the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. Tune in for more of this trip later. And remember, folks, you don't need to live in Hawaii to share that aloha spirit. Show a shaka and share that aloha. As we say in the Hawaiian Islands, until we meet again, a hui ho and aloha!